Are you searching for the best pole saws? In this video, I'll share my top 5 best pole saws recommendations, backed by personal experience and extensive research. For additional details and up-to-date pricing, please visit the links in the description below. Number 5. Black Plus Decker 20V Max Pole Saw Kit. This pole saw isn't designed for cutting through thick branches but is perfect for trimming smaller limbs up to 6 inches in diameter, ideally a few inches thick. Lightweight and effective, it operates with a 20-volt, 1.5 amp-hour battery that Black Plus Decker claims can handle up to 100 cuts on pine branches before needing a recharge. The 8-inch bar and chain come pre-assembled and ready to use, unlike many other pole saws. However, this tool lacks an auto oiler, so you'll need to manually apply a thin coat of oil to the chain before each use to ensure smooth operation. The head of the saw is not angled, so you'll need to maneuver carefully to reach through foliage or dense growth to access your targeted branch. The fiberglass telescoping pole extends from 6.5 feet to 10 feet, giving you a potential reach height of over 12 feet depending on your height and the angle of use. As with all pole saws, the more the pole is extended, the trickier it can be to balance while working overhead. With the battery installed, the tool weighs just under 10 pounds. What we like: easy to use, good reach height, bar and chain come assembled. What we don't like: no auto oiler, best for thin branches. Number 4. EGO Power Plus Head and Pole Saw Attachment. This tool is part of EGO's multi-head system, which means the included pole saw attachment can be swapped with other EGO attachments like a hedge trimmer, cultivator, edger, string trimmer, brush cutter, and power broom. This versatility allows you to maintain your entire backyard. The MPS 1001 kit comes with the power head, featuring a high-efficiency brushless motor powered by a 56-volt, 2.5 amp-hour battery, which EGO claims can make up to 70 cuts on a single charge. The post-saw connection has a 10-inch cutting bar and chain competent of cutting branches up to 8 inches in diameter. The assembled pole saw measures just over 7 feet from the tip of the chain to the end of the power head. For extra length, Inner Self offers a isolated 31-inch expansion rod. The tool features small bucking spikes on the head to provide better leverage when cutting through branches. An automatic oiler keeps the chain lubricated and running smoothly, but it needs to be refilled regularly, and the oil is not included in the kit. Initial assembly of the chain and cutting bar is required, but the process is straightforward. When fully assembled, the tool weighs 15.2 pounds, which is relatively heavy, so consider this if weight is a concern. Remember, once you have the control head, you can utilize it with numerous other self-image connections. If you already own the EGO power head, you can purchase the pole saw attachment separately. What we like: power head compatible with many other EGO attachments. Cuts branches up to 8 inches thick. Includes bucking spikes for better leverage. What we don't like: fairly heavy, not especially long. Number 3. Sun Joe Electric Multi-Angle Pole Saw. Most pole saws have a fixed head, requiring considerable effort to maneuver into the best position for cutting branches. However, the Sun Joe corded electric pole saw features an adjustable head that can be set from in line with the pole to a 30-degree angle. This offers more flexibility for reaching difficult branches. Equipped with an 8-amp motor, this pole saw has enough power to cut through branches up to 9.5 inches in diameter using its 10-inch bar and chain. The telescoping pole ranges from 5.8 feet to 8.8 feet, providing a maximum reach of around 10 to 11 feet. Weighing just 7.9 pounds, it is lightweight and easier to hold overhead for extended periods. You will need an extension cord to power the saw, with Sun Joe recommending a cord no longer than 100 feet and at least 14 gauge. This means the saw is best suited for smaller yards where an electrical outlet is within 100 feet. Despite this, it is a reasonably priced tool with sufficient power for pruning typical backyard trees. The ergonomic handle and foam-covered grip enhance comfort during use. It also features an auto oiler with a small reservoir, so be sure to check and refill the oil frequently. What we like: adjustable head from 0 to 30 degrees. cuts sticks up to 9.5 inches dense. Very reasonable price. What we don't like. Limited to a 100-foot extension cord. Pole length shorter than some others. Number 2. Works 8-foot corded pole saw. This versatile corded tool serves as both a pole saw and a chainsaw. You can use the chainsaw to fell small trees, remove low branches, or cut small logs on the ground. Attach the 8-foot extension pole to convert it into a pole saw, allowing you to remove branches up to 8 inches in diameter while keeping your feet on the ground. The electric tool is powered by an 8-amp motor and requires a 14-gauge extension cord up to 150 feet. The 10-inch cutting bar and chain are suitable for most garden tasks. The handle rotates 180 degrees, enabling you to adjust the cutting bar as needed without repositioning yourself. However, the apparatus gets to be to some degree top-heavy when utilized as a shaft saw, and at 10 pounds with the expansion post, it is not especially lightweight. Despite this, it is easy to use, and you don't need any tools to attach or remove the extension pole. It features an automatic oiler to maintain the chain and an auto-chain tension control to prevent the chain from coming loose during use. While not the most effective shaft saw accessible, it is more than adequate for commonplace pruning errands in the terrace. Its affordable price makes it a valuable addition to your gardening tool collection. What we like. Dual function as a chainsaw and pole saw. Rotating handle. Very reasonable price. What we don't like. Somewhat top-heavy. Requires an extension cord. Number 1. Greenworks 40-volt cordless pole saw. Although it lacks the power of a professional tool, this durable pole saw from Greenworks is highly impressive. Equipped with a 40-volt, 2-amp-hour battery, it can make up to 65 cuts on a full charge. The battery is also compatible with a variety of other Greenworks 40V tools, including hedge trimmers, string trimmers, leaf blowers, and chainsaws. This pole saw features an 8-inch bar and chain, capable of cutting through branches up to 6 inches in diameter. Its slightly angled head makes it easier to reach and isolate the specific limb you want to remove. The tool includes an automatic oiler to ensure the chain rotates smoothly, though it needs frequent refills. Adjusting the chain tension is simple, but note that the chain may loosen slightly during use. The aluminum pole is composed of 3 pieces, allowing you to adjust the length based on your needs. You can omit the middle section for shorter reach or include it to extend the pole to a maximum length of 8 feet, providing an approximate reach of 10 feet depending on your arm length. This enables you to access most backyard trees without a ladder to remove dead, damaged, or misplaced branches. The cushioned handle enhances comfort, and the well-balanced weight distribution between the battery and saw facilitates easier maneuvering in tree branches. The pole saw itself weighs 7.96 pounds, with the battery adding an extra 1.84 pounds, making the total weight just under 10 pounds. This relatively lightweight tool is also affordably priced. Overall, we highly recommend this cordless pole saw for maintaining a few average-sized trees. Power source, battery. Maximum length 8 feet. Weight 7.96 pounds. Maximum branch diameter 6 inches. What we like. Good battery runtime. Under 10 pounds with battery. Comfortable handle. What we don't like. Self-oiler requires frequent refills.